Afternoon everybody, it's unboxing time. What has Julian got in his box today? Well, I bet you're dying to find out. Now, it's, see this packaging here, it's got my name on it, see that? Julian Hutchings, that's my name. And the reason it's got my name on it is that I ordered it from Halfords. Yes, I know lots of you think you shouldn't go and buy stuff from Halfords, but why not? I think it's a decent shop, never had any complaints. Even had some bike service there, and they've done quite a good job really. So anyway, I bought it from Halfords partly because they had it in stock, and lots of the other places don't have it in stock, and because, well, why not? Halfords, decent place. So these are, what are they? Let me take that label off. These are, you see that? C-Sense Ace reflective lights, sorry, reactive lights for brighter rides. Can you see that? Yes, it's a set of cycling lights. Now, these were recommended to me by my mate Miles from the Old Portland Cycling Club. So if they're rubbish, Miles, I'm coming to get you. And they were they expensive? Well, they, judge for yourself, they were £56. Now, you can get cheaper lights, certainly. This is a pair of lights, by the way, a front and a back. So you can get, yes, you can get cheaper lights. Can you get cheaper lights, decent lights that are less than 25 quid each? Yes, certainly you can. In fact, I had one on my bike, which was quite a good light. It was a Lazine light. And I was riding along a week or two ago, and it fell off. And I didn't realise it had fallen off until I got to where I was going, because I heard something fall off on my bike, landed on the road, and I thought, what was that? And I looked around, well, water bottle was still there, tool bottle was still there, pump was still there. I thought, well, what is it? What's fallen off my bike? The reason I didn't realise it was my light, of course, is because it's on the back of the bike. You can't really turn around, look at the back of the bike while you're going along at about 25 miles an hour, which I was. Anyway, that's how I lost my light. So I needed some new lights. So I said to Miles, because I'd seen Miles riding with these lights, I said, are they any good? And he said, yeah, they're all right. They're quite good. So I thought, I know, I'll have a go. So I bought some. So they are the C-Sense Ace reactive lights for brighter rides. So let's open up the box. I have just collected these, by the way. So you may have noticed from some of my other unboxings, and this is going to turn out to be one of them, I can see, that I can't get into the fucking packaging, and that sometimes makes these unboxing videos seem a bit kind of shit. And if you do think they're shit, by the way, you can give me a thumbs down underneath the video. If you quite like my videos, you can give me a thumbs up. I don't think there's an opportunity to say, well, they're all right, some of them, but most of them are shit, or most of them are shit, but occasionally you find something detailed. I don't think you can do that. So either a thumbs down or it's a thumbs up. So anyway, we're taking out the packaging, quite a pretty blue colour. See that? Anyway, if any of you saw my previous unboxing video about the Miss Soma male jewellery, it's on the list there if you want to look at it. Very pretty box. So this is quite a nice shade of blue. Let's see, nothing else in the box. See, I'm tipping it up. No, nothing else in the box. So I'll throw that over there. And there is, oh, quite a little thing here, which I assume is a light. Yes. Probably a front light, maybe wrong. It's got something white inside it, and there's another one here, which is perhaps the rear light. It's got something yellow inside it. Normally it would have something red for a rear light, but maybe this is different. Anyway, those are the two lights. So I'll just put them down there. And here we have a bit of paper, which is probably the instructions. Now, if you're like most men of a certain age, i.e. like me, then you probably don't read the fucking instructions, and so you never really know how things work. But I'll hang on to them just in case. Usually what happens is I can't work out how things work, so I need to read the instructions, and I can't find the instructions because I've thrown them away thinking that I don't need the instructions. Let's hope this isn't like that. So we'll just take that apart. There's quite a pretty blue box there. Quite into blue. Nice colour, blue. And here we have a plastic bag. Now, is this single-use packaging? There's a lot of talk about single-use packaging, and I think what single-use means is that you use it once and throw it away. Now, I'm going to hang on to this plastic bag. It's got one of those seals at the top. You know, there's very reassuring, unpleasant sort of clicking sound. And there is it ASMR. I think there's a lot of videos on YouTube which are called ASMR, which is where people get off. They do seem to get off, not quite sure why, on the little details of noise that things make. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? It's quite pleasant sound, actually. So, single-use plastic, I'm going to turn this into double-use plastic. So I'm going to try and make 100% improvement in the wastefulness of the Earth's resources. And here we have, I'm not sure, it's one of those elastic bands. So that's how you attach it to the bike. Here's a USB charger, they're useful. Here's some more elastic bands. Shall I show you these? See, elastic bands. Here's a clip of some sort. Probably put the probably clip the lights into it. And here's another little plastic bag. This is probably also single-use plastic, but I may struggle to use this one again because it hasn't got the seal at the top. That's interesting. I wonder why that is. So we take that. Sorry, just taking that out here. And it's a, I think it's a bung. So that goes against your seat post or wherever you put the light. That's some kind of holder. I wonder if that's, would the light fit in there? No, it doesn't seem that likely, does it? Does it go in there like that? No. You know, I might have to break the habit of lifetime and actually have a look at the instructions in a minute. Anyway, we're going to look in this. Oh no, look, another one of these bags with one of those very nice seals on it. See, you see that? There's a red seal. Not a red seal, there's a clear seal with a red band above it. Not quite sure why there's a red band there. Anybody know? I might phone that nice James O'Brien on Mystery Hour and see what he knows about it. There's another one of those clips. And that looks like a USB charger. Yes, look, it's a USB charger. Something fell down there. What was it? Was it? Oh, it was this. Was it? Was it this? Oh, yes. It was this non-single-use plastic bag. I suppose because there's two lights, there's kind of two sets of attachments. That would make sense, wouldn't it? So let's take this out. And there's another bung. See that? There's a bung. I like that word, bung. I'm going to say that again, bung. And here's another rubbery type thing, not sure what that is for, may have to find out. And here is the clip to clip it onto something. Can you see that? See that clip? I shall hold it up a bit closer. There's a clip there. And here's a lot of elastic bands. Okay, so all repetition. Now, what you want to know is, what do the lights work? What are the lights like? And I agree with you. You can see in the back there's a port. It's a good word, isn't it? Port. There's a port for the USB cable, and it's got that rubber cover on it. Don't know if you've noticed that, and I noticed this on my Wahoo, by the way. I may not have included this on my review. The video review of the Wahoo is on this channel. Just have a look for it. These port covers, can you see that port cover? They always end up getting sort of a bit bent or twisted, or they come off altogether. So not a very good design, that. So just something to bear in mind. Now I'm going to switch it on, and of course it doesn't work because I've just bought it and taken it out of the packaging. So we're going to pause the video. You could just sort of watch a blank space for a while these are being charged up, but that's probably not very interesting. So we're going to pause the video while I charge these lights up, and then I'll come back and show you what the light is actually like. So stick around, don't go away. More to come. Exciting, isn't it? Welcome back. Now, you may have noticed that I have a different top on, and you may also notice I've had a haircut. So time has moved on for me, but time hasn't moved on for you, because you're just a few seconds on from the last part of the video. Now, it's interesting, isn't it? I think they say that when they send people to Mars, the effect of relativity or time or Einstein or whatever you call it means that when they get to Mars, they will be younger than they were when they left. Or is it older? They'll be older in Earth time, but they'll be younger in Mars time. Is that it? No. Anyway, I'm older by a couple of hours, but you're only older by about 10 seconds, which I think is really interesting. Anyway, I've put the lights on charge, and it says the initial charge has to be for 10 hours, which I think, 10 hours, for fuck's sake, that's mad. Anyway, I've left them for a couple of hours, enough time to get a haircut and change my top, and now I'm going to show you the lights switched on. So I'm just going to unplug them now from the charger. I don't think you can see that because that's probably happening away from the screen. So I'm just going to put the cover on the port. See that? Cover on the port, like that. And there we are, done it again for the other one. So we have two lights here. And let's start with this one, the white one, which I assume is the front one, may not be. And we press the button and nothing happens. Green light came on. Let me press the button again. There we are. Oh, hang on, that's a red light. Look. Now I'll hold it up to the lens, but that's going to be rather off-putting, isn't it? Because it's a flashing red light. It's a rather sharp red light. God. Now I think if I press it again, and it still flashes. So I'll press it again, and that's how it seems to have turned off. Has it? Yep, it's turned off. So there you are, a rear light, which is on a white background. Is that you call that a background? There, white background. So this one is probably the front light. So let me try again. I'll press the button now there. Oh, look there. There you are. See, it's flashing. It's rather off-putting that in the screen. So it says don't look at the light, but the more you move it, this is one of the things about these lights, and this is rather disconcerting actually. They do say, don't they, and television news programs, flashing lights may be coming. So I think it's a problem for people with epilepsy. So I must warn you, if you do suffer from epilepsy, be careful. There are some strobe-like lighting effects, which may be quite distressing. So there it is now. What they say, the C-Sense, is the faster you go, and I'm waving it around, but obviously the point is the faster you go on the road, or if you go over bumpy roads, in other words, anywhere in Kent, over lots of potholes, it's going to flash even brighter, like that. Can you see? So if I stop waving it around, and I'll just put it down like that, it should start to flash. Can you see that? So I need to hold it up. It should start to flash a bit slower. I think it is flashing a bit slower, isn't it? That's quite interesting, isn't it? So let's turn that off because that's not very pleasant. So that's one of the things about these lights fitting, or this light design, C-Sense, ACE lights, and perhaps one of the things that makes them more expensive than normal lights. So they've got that flashing effect. The other thing is it's got an app. Now, I haven't got my phone at the moment. I thought I had my phone. But you download the app, works on the iPhone, also works on the Android system, although I did see another review that said the Android system doesn't work quite as well, but I don't use the Android system, so I'm not able to comment on it myself. But on the app, it shows you how the battery is performing, and it also includes a motion sensor. So if you leave the light attached to your bike, and you go in for a coffee or something like that, if somebody moves the bike, then you'll get a notification on your phone. And you can also get notification of like an emergency. I think if you fall over or crash or something like that, then again it can give you an emergency on your phone. Or I'm not sure how useful that is actually. If you're carrying the phone and you get the emergency call, no, it must send some message to somebody else in the same way that Garmin's, or in fact your phone, if you have an iPhone, can do. Anyway, so if you're riding, I'm getting confused now. If you're riding along, you've got an iPhone in your pocket, it has fall detection on it, so you fall over on your bike, it sends a message to your loved ones. And the light can also do the same thing. It seems to me your loved ones are going to get bombarded with messages from about 500 different fucking electronic devices. They're going to think, wow, something's really seriously wrong here, and it probably is, which is why it sent you a message. Anyway, that is one of the things that this light fitting can do. The other thing they say is that what is it they say? Oh yeah, the other thing they say is that cars have running lights shining during the day, so why don't cyclists have running lights shining during the day? So I think one of the intentions is that you actually leave them on your bike and you run them during the day. Now, it strikes me not all cars do that. Volvo cars still. It's one of the things that winds me up about Volvos. One of the reasons why I haven't got a Volvo. I mean, why you're so fucking desperate to be seen in your Volvo that you have to have your lights on in the daytime so everybody knows that you're driving a fucking Volvo. Anyway, I have nothing against Volvos, by the way. In fact, I nearly bought a Volvo, but that's the subject of another video. So I was going to pause the video and show you the lights fitted onto the bike. Some of you may have seen a video that I made of a Lesign saddlebag, which I was unable to attach to my bike, and I had to ask my son to assist me. And I don't really want to get into a situation where there's a flashing blue light on there. I'm not quite sure why it's doing that. I thought I'd switch it off. I don't want to get into a situation where I'm unable to attach the lights to my bike and I have to ask my son to help me, because then I would look like a real idiot, which I maybe do anyway. So, there you are. A set of Ace C-Sense lights. Oh, the other thing it says, just reading quickly on the back, is it says here, you're safer. Ace reacts to moments of risk, for example at a junction, by automatically flashing brighter and faster. How does it know you're at a junction? Better Roads. Share anonymised insights with planners through our app to help improve cycling cycling infrastructure. I think what happens is when you've got the app enabled, the lights send the data through the app to Sadiq Khan or people like that who are interested about how the lights are performing on the road and whether they're speeding up and slowing down. In other words, whether more work needs to be done on the road infrastructure. Is that it? Not quite sure how quickly that would feed through into actual changes. Be quite useful if you were riding along, you've got your lights attached, you go over a great big pothole, which a lot of those around Kent where I live, sends a message to the local council, who immediately sends somebody out and fix the pothole in time for the next rider. That would be great, wouldn't it? So it's amazing what technology can do, but we're not quite there yet. Haven't quite worked out why this blue light is still flashing, but I'm going to work on that. So anyway, the C-Sense Ace pair of front and rear lights. Everything seems good so far. I will be doing a ride at the weekend. I'll be putting the lights on the bike, so if there's anything significant to report, I'll come back to you and let you know. In the meantime, seemed like a good buy. Thanks for your recommendation, Miles. Anybody else interested in a decent set of lights, not a bad price, quite good technology, made in the UK, if that's important to you. Does it say that? It says, yes, made in the UK. That's quite interesting, isn't it? We don't make many things in the UK, but that's probably the subject of another video. We won't be making engine for Ford soon. That's another story. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you next time.